Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello dear students, welcome back to biology online classes. The chapter under CET NEET what we are discussing is about human health and disease. So take out the worksheet number 2. We have completed in the last session section A. In today's class, in today's session we will see section B. Okay, read out the questions for you. Question number 1 under section B. Choose the incorrect statement with respect to common cold. 1. Rhinovirus causes common cold. 2. Rhinovirus infects the nose, respiratory passage and lungs. 3. Common cold is characterized by nasal congestion and discharge, sore throat, hoarseness, cough, headache, tiredness, etc. And option 4, droplets resulting from cough or sneezes of an infected person are inhaled directly or transmitted through contaminated objects and can cause infection in a healthy person. So the right answer is the option 2. Answer 2 is incorrect because rhinoviruses infect the nose and the respiratory passage but not the lungs. All other options are the correct options. Next, question number 2. Intestinal perforations is the characteristic symptom of 1. Pneumonia, 2. Plague, 3. Typhoid, 4. Pertussis. So the right answer is the typhoid. In severe cases, the intestinal perforation and death may occur in typhoid. Pneumonia, the symptoms include fever, chills, cough and headache. Plague may be high fever or lump in the groin region or the region of armpit and red patches on the skin. Pertussis may be symptomized by mild fever, nasal congestion, sneezing and nasal discharge. Next, question number 3. Wuchereria bancrofti, the filarial worm that causes elephantiasis, belongs to the phylum 1. Platyhelminthes, 2. Aschelminthes, 3. Coelenterate, 4. Arthropoda. Right answer is Aschelminthes, roundworms, which causes the disease elephantiasis or filariasis. Next, coming to question number 4. Recently, chikungunya and dengue cases were reported from various parts of the country. Choose the correct vector responsible for these diseases. Which is the transmitting agent vector? 1. Anopheles mosquito, or 2. Xenocilla, that is the rat flea. 3. Culex mosquito. 4. Aedes mosquito. You are correct, students. The right answer is the Aedes mosquito, option 4. Culex mosquito, it is the vector of Wuchereria bancrofti, which causes elephantiasis. Then Xenocilla, it is a vector of the Yersinia pestis, causative agent for plague. Yersinia pestis is a bacterium which is caused by the rat flea, which is carried by the rat flea, that is the Xenocilla, and causes plague. Vector for Wuchereria bancrofti is the Culex mosquito. Then Anopheles mosquito is a vector of Plasmodium, which causes malaria. Next, question number 5. Antigen binding site in an antibody is formed by antigen binding site in an antibody is formed by one heavy chain and one light chain. That is option 3. You have studied the structure of an antibody molecule. So antigen binding site is constituted by one variable region of light chain and a heavy chain. Okay, a variable region of the light chain and a heavy chain. Next, question number 6. Mark the correct statement. 1. The anamnestic response against a pathogen is highly intensified. What do you mean by anamnestic response? Means the renewed rapid production of antibodies following second or later contact with the related antigens. That is called as an anamnestic response, which is much more quicker, faster when compared to the primary attack. That is the correct statement. The T lymphocytes produce antibodies. It is wrong. The B lymphocytes produce the antibodies. Next, the B lymphocytes produce the cell-mediated immune response. That is wrong. The T lymphocytes responsible for cell-mediated response. Next, an antibody is represented by H2L4. It is wrong. An antibody is represented by H2L2, 2 heavy chains and 2 light chains. Question number 7. Which of the following will be induced under innate immunity? 1. Mucous membrane. 2. Interferons. 3. Natural killer cells, NK cells, or 4. All of these. The right option is all of these, because these are all different barriers under the innate immunity itself. Mucous membrane is a physical barrier. Interferons is a cytokine barrier. Natural killer cell, NK cells, cellular barriers. Next, question number 8. Artificial active immunity can be acquired from 1. Serious illness. 2. Vaccination. 3. Repeated exposure to the some microbes. Or 4. Treatment with the penicillin. Here, artificial activity, that is artificial active immunity, repeated exposure to the same microbes or illness develops the natural active immunity. But here, artificial active immunity can be acquired from the vaccination. For example, against pneumonia, or against tuberculosis, or against hepatitis, etc. Question number 9. One of the inflammatory reaction induced by the histamine is option 2. Vasodilation of blood vessels. So histamine is an organic nitrogenous compound involved in the inflammatory responses and has a central role as a mediator of itching, and this histamine causes vasodilation of the peripheral blood vessels, due to which there is increased blood flow to the site of the infection or the inflammation, not infection, inflammation. So it mediates the inflammatory reaction by the release of the other chemical mediators of inflammation and causes redness, swelling at the site of the inflammation. That is the role of histamine, which is secreted by the mast cells, which are nothing but the modified basophil cells. Coming to question number, presence of histamine in the blood, which causes the vasodilation of the blood vessels, which leads to a decrease in the blood pressure, drastically often resulting into the death. So histamine, it increases the permeability of the blood vessels. Coming to question number 10. The causative organism of AIDS spreads by 1. Sharing infected needles and syringes. 2. Transfusion of infected blood. 3. Unsafe sexual relationships. And 4. All of this. The right answer is all of these. AIDS is a fatal, communicable or infectious disease. Question number 11. Cancer is caused by 1. Rupturing of cells, 2. Uncontrolled meiosis, 3. Uncontrolled mitosis, 4. Loss of immunity of the cells. Uncontrolled mitosis. Option 3. Cancerous cells, they undergo abnormal and uncontrolled division of the cells due to breakdown of the regulatory mechanism. So these cancerous cells, they do not show the property of contact inhibition. So students, what is contact inhibition? Cells when in contact with each other inhibit their uncontrolled growth. That is called as the contact inhibition, and cancerous cells lose this property of contact inhibition. Cells are not rupturing. Cells are not rupturing here. Meiosis is the reduction division. Then the cells do not lose the immunity. They combine to form the tumors. Question number 12. Oncogene is another name for 1. Inducer gene, 2. Jumping gene, 3. Structural gene, 4. Cancer causing gene. Oncogene is another name for, there are cellular oncogenes, cancer causing genes. Cellular oncogenes are C-oncogene, C-onc, or proto-oncogenes. They have been identified in the normal cells, which when activated under certain conditions could lead to the oncogenic transformation of the cells. So cancer causing viruses, they are called as oncogenic viruses, have genes which are called as the viral oncogenes. Inducer gene is a molecule that regulates the gene expression. We have studied in molecular basis of inheritance chapter. Jumping genes, these are genes that can change their position within the genome. This also you have studied, jumping genes in the biotechnology chapter. Structural genes, these are the genes that codes for many RNA or protein products other than the regulatory protein. Next, question number 13. Read the following statements. A. Heroin, commonly called as smack, is obtained by the acetylation of morphine. Mark the option which includes the correct statement. That is correct. Second one, cocaine is obtained from the latex of Papaver somniferum. Wrong. Erythroxylum coca is the right answer. Dopamine is excitatory neurotransmitter. Wrong. It is inhibitory neurotransmitter. So an excitatory transmitter, it promotes the generation of an electrical signal called an action potential in the receiving neuron, while an inhibitory transmitter prevents it. Whether a neurotransmitter is excitatory or inhibitory, it depends on the receptor it binds to. Got it? So A and D are the right answer. See, morphine is an effective sedative and painkiller. It is correct. So the following statements are correct, A and D. So option 4. Let's move to question number 14. Which of the following causes plague? 1. Trichinella spiralis. 2. Salmonella typhimurium. 3. Yersinia pestis. 4. Synopsilla. Right answer is Trichinella spiralis. The right answer is the Yersinia pestis, option 3. So Trichinella spiralis, it causes a disease called as trichinosis. Trichinella spiralis. It causes trichinosis. So, it is a parasitic disease caused by the roundworm of the Trichinella type. It is a roundworm. So, during the initial infection, the invasion of the intestines can result in the diarrhea, abdominal pain and vomiting. Next, Salmonella typhimurium, it causes gastroenteritis in mammals, inflammation of the gastric glands. Then Synopsilla, it is a rat flea or a tropical rat flea. It acts as a vector in transmitting the plague pathogen, that is Yersinia pestis. So it is a rat flea, it is a parasite of rodents, primarily of the genus Rattus. So this occurs when a flea that has fed on an infected rodent bites a human. Although this flea can live on any warm-blooded mammal, mainly it is found in the blood of rodents. Next question number 15. Blood cells involved in the inflammatory reactions are basophils, neutrophils, eosinophils, monocytes. Right answer is the basophils. So basophils, they release the histamine and are found in tissues where allergic reactions are occurring and contribute to the severity of these reactions. Whereas neutrophils are the phagocytic cells, which are the type of granulocytes under WBC. Eosinophils are important mediate in allergic responses, and monocytes at the site of infection, it differentiates into macrophage to elicit an immune response. Next question number 16. Antibodies in our body are what? Complex. Right answer, glycoproteins. They are not the lipoproteins, they are not the steroids. Lipoproteins, they contains lipids and proteins. Then if you take the antibodies, they have sugar chains added to some of their amino acids. So antibodies residues. Now what are prostaglandins? These are the group of lipids made at the site of tissue damage or infection that are involved in dealing with injury and illness. So they control the process such as inflammation, then blood flow, then the formation of the blood clots and the induction of labor, childbirth. Next, question number 17. The letter T in the T lymphocyte refers to, right, thymus. Okay. Thyroid is an endocrine gland and it produces the hormone T3 and T4. T3 refers to tetraiodothyronine and T4 refers to, T3 refers to triiodothyronine and T4 refers to tetraiodothyronine. Then if you see the thalamus, it is situated between the cerebral cortex and the midbrain. Thalamus is a part of the brain. Forebrain. Brain is divided into three regions: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, and thalamus, hypothalamus, cortex. These are the parts of the forebrain. Tonsils is a type of lymphoid tissue. It is a type of secondary lymphoid tissue. So T lymphocytes mature in thymus. So the right answer is the option 1, thymus. Then question number 18. A person who met with the road accident is likely to develop tetanus. He is immunized by administering what? 1. Weakened germs, 2. Dead germs, 3. Preformed antibodies, 4. Wide spectrum antibiotics. Preformed antibodies is the right answer because preformed antibodies are injected in such injury as pathogen, for example, Clostridium tetani. It produces a neurotoxin that is called as tetanospasmin. Tetanospasmin. Is a neurotransmitter which is produced by the bacterium Clostridium tetani. Clostridium tetani. So it's a quick response is required to stop the action of antigen, such as the tetanus toxoid of the antigen, which is not done by the formation of our own antibodies. For our own antibodies to react, it takes time. So quick response is required for or against these antigens. So preformed antibodies are injected in such an injury as pathogen Clostridium tetani. It produces tetranospasmin, which is a neurotoxin which affects the nervous system. Then weakened germs and dead germs are used in vaccine to develop the immunity against them. Then wide spectrum antibiotics is used when a person is suffering from many diseases or say infections, but not for a single disease or infection. It is used or given against a different collection of diseases, group of diseases caused by the bacteria. Antibiotics are given against the bacterial infections. Next, question number 19. The blood cancer is also known as, right answer is leukemia. So, because blood cancer is leukocytes means WBCs, especially the WBC code number will increase. Okay, leukemia means it refers to the blood. Leukocytes means WBCs. The number of WBCs in the blood starts to increase. So the blood cancer is called as leukemia. So because it involves the proliferation of cell types present in the blood and their precursors in the bone marrow. Hemolysis means it is a rupturing of the erythrocytes or the red blood cells and the release of their content. Hemophilia means it is a genetic disorder that impair the body's ability to control the blood clotting. Whereas thrombosis is the formation of a blood clot. So the right answer is option 3. Let's move to the next question, question number 20. LSD is lysergic acid diamine, isn't it? So that is halogens. Halogens means that can change one's behavior, thoughts, feelings and perceptions without any actual sensory stimulus. Those are called as the halogens. So this LSD, they are having the halogenic effect, lysergic acid diethylamines. Sedatives means examples barbiturates and benzodiazepines studied in NCERT. So they depress the brain activity and produce feelings of calmness, relaxation, drowsiness and deep sleep. Stimulant means, for example, caffeine, then cocaine, amphetamines. They stimulates the nervous system and increases the alertness. Alertness they increases alertness and produce excitement. Whereas tranquilizers are the benzodiazepines. They act as antidepressants. They relieve depression. Next question number 21. Tick mark the incorrect match with respect to the drug source and its action. So the question is blurred actually. So that we will discuss later. Okay, so with this we have completed the section B of the worksheet number 2. Next, in the next session I will explain about the questions related to section C. So till the time, thank you students for watching the video. take down all the important points which are written on the board, as well as also take down my lecture notes. Thank you once again.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.